Everybody, it's Pandy. I'm playing World of Tanks. This is the IS-4, a Tier 9 heavy tank with the hopes of becoming a Tier 10 battlewagon. There isn't very much information about this tank, and I'm going to talk about it, but first, before I talk about the tank, I just want to let you guys know this is the quote-unquote Friday video. I just happened to be busy on Friday and Saturday. I got back earlier this morning, Sunday, like 4 in the morning or something, so I'm doing this video a little late. I'm going to do another video tomorrow, so don't worry. I'm going to try to get back on schedule, etc. Sorry about that. I meant to do this earlier, I meant to make the video on Thursday, just never did it because I'm lazy. So let's just go ahead and talk about the history. Development started sometime in 1943 as the Object 701. This was a direct competition against the IS-3 heavy tank. It's not actually known what the actual date of development started, but it was sometime during 1943. The IS-4 hull was basically a IS-2 hull, which was lengthened and also up-armored, and plus had some extra sets of road wheels added, plus an improved engine. There was a total of 5 prototypes developed, one including a 100mm main gun, the other 4 with a couple different kinds of 122mm main guns. The IS-2's 122 main gun was actually used because it showed successful results during trials and also combat service against Germany. There was also 125 and also 130mm main guns explored on paper but never made it to the prototypes. 130mm was later used on the IS-7 during its trials, prototypes, and production. Production on the IS-4 began in 1945 or 1946, where 200 to 250 vehicles were made. Most of them were transferred over to the Far East Command or District or Sector for the 1950s intervention of Korea. The operation was aborted and the IS-4 remained in the area until it was decommissioned in the 1960s. That's pretty much all the information I have. I'm sorry, that's all that I was able to find. There isn't really all that much information about it, mainly because it was basically just a redone IS-2 with more armor and a bigger turret. In World of Tanks, the IS-4 is a pretty sweet tank. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. The armor on this bad boy, in theory, is more than the IS-7 when it comes to the hull, but it's not as good as the overall protection of the turret compared to the IS-7. It manages to hold its own against the 122mm D25T and 100mm at a range of 300 meters. The short 88mm from the VK series doesn't do a damn thing against the armor at any range. Maybe the side armor at 100 meters away, maybe. Any of the 90mm main guns from the American line, minus the top gun on the Pershing, will not penetrate the armor at any range. And I'm talking about the frontal and the side armor, by the way, guys, not the rear armor. Anything can penetrate the rear. The 105mm from the American line does do a fine job in tearing me up, to be honest. It just has enough penetration to get through the frontal and also the sides. Due to the very thick armor on this tank, the speed of this tank has taken a dump. Even with the biggest engine, the machine does manage to get from A to B with reasonable time, but it doesn't really turn all that fast. I do find it difficult to point my frontal in the event of a side ambush where someone hits me in the flank, but the extra thick non-sloped armor on the sides does help me a little while I manage to manhandle this machine towards the front of the enemy. The main gun is what I like most about this tank. It does have enough penetration to attack and destroy anything and everything except the Moss. The Moss is pretty much an automatic HE shooter-ratter because of its very, very, very thick armor. You either have to be within 50 meters with the AP rounds at a 90-degree angle to get through the side armor, or you have to be literally up close and personal, 50 meters or closer at a 65-degree angle to even thinking about maybe penetrating the Moss armor. HE rounds is a must against the Moss with this gun, but it still does manage very, very well against any other tank on the field of battle. It does manage to put a hurting out there, and actually I'm looking forward to getting like a 50km/h vehicle with the 130mm main gun on the IS-7. The weak spots on this tank are pretty much standard side armor, rear, obviously, and also the glass shields plate in between the tracks. There is some tread tracks or extra tracks there to help give a little protection, so try to shoot around those or through. The hatch on the front, the very, very front, is also a good spot to try to shoot. As long as you got a gun that does more than 170 penetration, you aim for the hatch, you're very likely to penetrate. There is always a chance of penetrating the top sloped area, but you don't don't, you know, if you're in like a life or death type situation, you don't want to take a chance and just aiming and shooting with the hopes that, you know, the slope armor will not work and you just go straight through. Overall, I am extremely pleased and everything about the IS-4. I'm actually looking forward and seeing it becoming a tier 10 tank. I really don't know what kind of changes they plan on doing it. Hopefully they'll go ahead and keep the 130mm on it. Well, no, I take that back. They will keep it on there. It's just a factor. I wonder what they're going to do with it. Are they going to add a bunch more hit points, more than the IS-7? Are they going to give it another gun like they did with the E100 instead of the 128mm? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be something good. Now I get to that part of the video where I get to give something away. This is going to be a little different because I didn't buy any games for the next 2 weeks because I'm actually going to save my money up to buy a bulk order of Ultimate game cards. These are retail cards and codes that can be used for over 7,000 games. The Ultimate game cards are actually ran by GameSpan, so it's pretty much a built-in system to the World of Tanks purchasing system, I guess you can say, for gold. It's a win-win in my book, and I'll be able to give these codes away. I'll be able to go back from the minimum amount to the $15 amount, where it'd be 25,000 gold for US servers, 30,000. Wait, I did that all wrong. It'd be 30,000 for US servers and also 2,500 for the European Union servers. So I haven't gotten to that point. Just wait. It might take maybe 2 to 4 weeks for me to finally figure it out and get the funding together, turn around and purchase them, and however long it takes them to send me the codes or the cards. So that will be coming up real soon, and hopefully that will give me the potential of being able to actually quote-unquote give gold away. In theory, I'm just giving you guys gift cards or ultimate game card where you can go to like CVS or Walmart and buy yourself like a $20 card. Use that to buy yourself some gold. I'll be essentially getting those and giving those away. So since this was a Friday video and I just didn't do it on Friday, I'm going to go ahead and give something away. It's the last game that I happen to have that I purchased, and I'll be more than happy to gift away. The game's going to be Hearts of Iron 3. To win said game, you must be A, be subscribed to my channel, and B, post a comment down below maybe about the question of the video. The question is, which would you rather have? Random games or the ultimate game card for gold? Games or gold? That's really up to you guys. I want to see what you guys say. I might mix it up, I don't know. And about the prize, Hearts of Iron 3, that is one of my most favorite games. It is really a strategy World War II sandbox. Like, you can play as any nation during World War II and do whatever the fuck you want. Well, not whatever, but close to it. You know, you just gotta work within the game. I'm sorry that I'm not able to give any games away further, but, you know, I want to try to be able to open up the opportunities for me to be able to give gold away. So that's how I plan on doing it. Hopefully you guys will be understanding. I'm sure you guys will. So I thank you guys. I'm done here, and thank you guys for watching. I'm Pandy, and good hunting.